Hello everybody, Kanisha Grady here, and I am here today to read another thing from Reddit. So, I put this thing on Reddit under the discussion column where it says, "What are your unpopular opinions about cartoons?" And I specifically said that I was going to put this on YouTube, so let's read the controversial opinions. Let's see. This person's name is Drexel Hand. Drexel Hand says, with a few exceptions, cartoons are for children, anime is awful, and voice acting is demonstratively lesser art form than actual acting. Stay positive. Whoa. Whoa, man. Or girl. I don't know your gender. I gotta be honest. But whoa. That is a very controversial opinion. Because for one, cartoons, we have proven that in this modern day and age, cartoons are definitely not just for children. Like, have y'all seen The Owl House? Have y'all seen Amphibia? Have y'all seen Gravity? Have y'all seen stuff like back in the day that was old, but some people it still feel still modern? Like Gravity Falls, DuckTales, all that stuff. Let's just say this: we know for a fact cartoons aren't just for kids. No. See, you're seeing the wrong type of cartoons. That's why you still think it's just for kids. I know nowadays the cartoons that be running, these cartoons are definitely not just for kids. Have y'all seen Has Been Hotel? I know it's more of just a YouTube only kind of cartoon, but it's gonna be like I think it's either I'm pretty sure it's gonna be coming out with like a whole new series. I don't remember when, but it's gonna be coming out with a whole new series and like like an actual. It's gonna be made into like an actual cartoon, and yeah. So if anything, those YouTube cartoons and like other new Disney Channel cartoons have proven cartoons are not just for kids. So Drexel Hand, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. Anime is awful. Way to disrespect the whole anime community by saying that. Way to disrespect the whole anime community for saying that. Because that, wow. What is so bad about anime? Is it because of the whole lolly thing? You do realize they only just look young. They are older. They have been proven they're older. They just look young. Is that what it is? Is it the animation? You know, there are different studios that do different anime, right? You can find any good ones. Whether it's done by Studio Name, whether it's done by Kyoto Animations, there are many different anime with many different animation styles. If it's animation, that's your problem. You really could just check out different studios. Is it because some anime could be a little intense and show like really deep stuff that you're not ready for? You know, you could just watch the children type ones, but apparently cartoons are for children, so anime wouldn't help you either. Wow. And then voice acting is a demonstratively lesser art form than actual acting. Again, way to disrespect voice actors. Sheesh, man, I happen to think that voice acting is a very good talent. I mean, I get why you might think it is demonstrating lesser art form than actual acting because, it has been proven that some voice actors aren't like as popular as actual actors. Like sometimes I remember back when I was still like really young, like 10 or 11 or so, and I remember sometimes I couldn't remember what the name of the voice actors were, but I could remember the actual actors that I've seen in many other TV shows, like in Drake and Josh or something. And I found that very sad. So nowadays, I always look up who the voice actor is. And if I know that person because they already worked on Disney or Nickelodeon or something, then I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's actually really cool. Like, there's this one Disney Channel star. I'm pretty sure he plays like um Arwen from off of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and he plays ironically the dad from all. He ironically plays the dad from the dad on Loud House, and I thought that was really cool. I thought that was awesome. I was like, no way, he really plays the dad on here. That is so freaking cool. And what was even cooler is, remember the live action version of Loud House? They actually had the actual actor play the dad in there. And I thought that was so freaking cool. I thought that was so cool. I was like, hey, it's the actual voice actor playing the character. See that's how you do it right, people. That's how you do a cartoon. That's how you do a live action adaptation of a cartoon. Right? You use the actual actors. Unless they're too old for the role. Sometimes, if they're too old for the role, I understand if you have to use a different actor. I understand that. But still, you did it right. And like the live action version of The Loud House was not that bad. I actually liked it. Most people probably haven't seen it because nobody even watches cable anymore. And also, some people just detract from The Loud House. So, yeah, I understand if nobody knew about the live action version of The Loud House. But, yeah, that's one of the reasons why that's one of the things. But back to what you were saying about voice acting. Yes, I will agree that sometimes voice actors are not as popular as actual actors. But saying it's a lesser form of art, boy, that's a whack opinion. That is really whack. I gotta give you the biggest frown for that. No, no. I'm sorry, that little way smile. No, I gotta put my head down. No. Can we just can we just take a moment to respect all the great voice actors out there? Okay, now I'm done. But anyway, yeah, I really disagree with that. And also, I'm not the only one. There is an 16 hour, these things are like from 17 to 16 hours ago. So anyway, for the first few comments, so some somebody on Reddit disagreed with this and said Queen of the this person has the username Queen of the Snow People. Hmm. Either they really like Let It Go or they like something else. Anyway, I respectfully disagree strongly. My favorite show in the world is South Park, and I definitely would not recommend that to any children. There are a lot of other good cartoons that are specifically aimed towards adults, like Rick and Morty, and to a lesser extent, Family Guy and The Simpsons type shows. Those ones are more acceptable for kids. Some of the shows are weird as H, don't get me wrong, but there are plenty of good adult animation that's not anime. And I agree with that. Like I was saying, there it's not even just regular cartoons. There are specific cartoons that are aimed towards adults, like she said. Uh or he. It could be a she or he, but by the profile, I'm just gonna say she. Just like she said, South Park, Family Guy, The Simpsons, Rick and Morty, those are aimed towards adults. And like to some extent, Samurai Jack, I don't watch it, but I have heard good stuff about it. And I know people in the comment section are gonna chew me out for not watching that. But I'm sorry guys, I really was not into it when it came out. And I still don't want to watch it. But anyway, yeah. I have heard many people praise many stuff, like a lot of cartoons having adult stuff in it that you would never expect to be in it. And also, like a lot of actual adult cartoons portraying like good adult life, like portraying good representation and everything. And I solemnly respect that. And it's just really and it's just really sad that some people have their head in the clouds and they don't agree that cartoons have really changed. They still see cartoons as they've always been. Also, here's one thing I want to nitpick that isn't really an unpopular opinion in here, but I want to add. Can we please stop having this thing where here's one thing I got to nitpick about the cartoon community. Can we please stop having this thing where in a show they'll have this controversial stuff happen and then they're trying to make everybody in the freaking world hate this cartoon just because of that one event? Like, come on, people, grow up. We all do dumb stuff. Cartoons, Hollywood, all that. We have done dumb stuff. You can't just keep pinning people down just because they did this one dumb thing. That's why I don't even like going on the community sometimes, because people always be bad. People always be talking about this one bad thing that happened, and I'm like, okay, so how many years ago was it? And then they were like, it was like 10 years ago. And I'm like, why are you still talking about it now then? Like, I get it happened in the past and it was really bad. But is it still happening now? Is it still happening now? No, it isn't. And y'all still talking about it to this day. And it's getting annoying. Like, us people in the cartoon community have really got to let go of that whole controversial opinion about certain cartoons. Anyway, here's another thing Drexel Hand put. South Park is written by libertines who thought mocking everyone was a way to sneak their own ideology into their show. They were climatic change deniers. There were poor, let's just say, a poor excuse on the commentary of Trump. They are now on both sides of the precautions of COVID-19. Only super immature adults like them. I would not count children as children in consent. Rick and Morty to a lesser content. Family Guy to Simpsons. R&M, Family Guy, and Simpsons are all targeted towards predominantly male teenagers. And what I gotta say, dang man, way to disrespect South Park. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not even the biggest fan of South Park. I've only watched like 3 episodes of South Park, and they were all just parodies of freaking movies you've seen before. Like, I'm pretty sure they were just Halloween episodes. But dang, way to disrespect South Park like that. I happen to think South Park is actually doing something actually good by actually pointing out stuff that other cartoons won't point out because it's too controversial. Hey, if South Park wants to point out controversial stuff like Trump or freaking climate changes or freaking like freaking COVID-19, like on both sides, like both wearing masks and both the freaking vaccination won't really do anything, let them do their own thing. Like, why you gotta bash South Park like that? If anything, I have to respect South Park for lasting this long. Even The Simpsons is gone now. The Simpsons are gone now. Like, The Simpsons are over. The seasons are over. It's not coming back. It's officially gone. I'm just surprised that South Park still has lasted this long, and that the fact I heard news that Futurama is coming back. I can't believe they're even bringing back Futurama. I mean, seriously, man, way to disrespect you are really disrespecting cartoons and everything else that has to do with Century. This is a really unpopular opinion. Dang, man, you are being disrespectful. You are really being disrespectful. I gotta be honest, man. It's just really sad, the things you're pointing out. Like, that is really sad. I mean, I'm not disagreeing that sometimes the shows like South Park do try and just bring in their own ideas of like how the world is working in their own way, but I find that very clever. When shows do that, I find that clever. If you don't like it, why are you watching South Park then? If you don't like that stuff, why are you watching Rick and Morty then? Family Guy, The Simpsons. I know you have to have watched a few episodes of those shows to even know what the plot is even remotely about, because people barely talk about those shows anymore. Except maybe Rick and Morty. I'm pretty sure people still talk about Rick and Morty. But people barely talk about Family Guy anymore. I know people still talk about South Park though. So I know you're watching some of those shows to be giving these strong opinions. And I gotta say, man, that is a very harsh opinions. And that is all the opinions that I can look up that are on Reddit right now. So I gotta say, Dexter and my man, or you could be a woman, I don't know. But still, those are very whack opinions. You really gotta be careful what you say, cause let me just say, you are gonna have people off with your head for saying such controversial stuff like this. Very controversial stuff. But that's all I gotta say. So if you like the video, like and comment and subscribe. So have a lovely day. Bye.